Hey there, all you cool cats and kittens. Today, we are going to do another how-to writing piece. And today, based on what I'm wearing, we are going to make a how-to writing piece on how to feed a cat. And somebody might be hungry, I think. So remember, how-to writing is a type of informational writing where we are teaching our reader how to do something. So in order to do that, we have to give them the steps that they need to take in order to do whatever it is that we're teaching them. All right, let's see what our learning targets are today. Our first learning target is I can use my writing checklist to help me remember what good writers do. Our second learning target is I can write to teach my reader how to feed a cat. So that's what we're doing today. We are going to write to teach our reader how to feed a cat. Let's look again at our writing checklist to see what is on there to help us remember what good writers do. Well, the first thing on our writing checklist, number 1, I can use a capital letter. That just means when we start a sentence, we use a capital letter. And the rest of the words have lowercase letters, unless they're a name, like our name, or a place. But otherwise, we always just use a capital letter at the beginning. Number 2, I can use finger spaces. That just means that we write a word, we leave a little finger space. We write a word, we leave a finger space. Number 3, I can sound out words. When we get to some words that we may not know how to spell, we just should use our letter sounds in order to help us spell it out. So if we got to a word like dog, we can stretch it out first, dog, then tap it out to listen to each of the sounds. D-og, dog. That'll help us be able to figure out what's at the beginning, what's in the middle, what's at the end when we're spelling our words. Good writers also use punctuation, which means we end our thought or our sentence always needs to end with a period or a question mark if we're asking someone a question, or an exclamation point if we're really excited about something or a character is shouting in our sentence. But most often we use periods to end our sentences, to end our thought. And the last part of our writing checklist, I can draw a picture that matches. That just means that when we draw our picture, the words should match what our picture is. And if we are writing our words first, then the picture should match what our words say. All right, so before we start writing and drawing today, I'm going to show you the steps that we take to feed a cat. So for my cat, the first thing I do is I get her food dish. Next, I get out her food. We keep her food in a coffee can. I'm not feeding her coffee. There's really kitty food in here. So I've got her food dish. Now it's time to scoop some food. She's a very hungry kitty, so we'll give her 2 scoops. There. So first, we took out the food dish. Then we take out the kitty food and pour it in. Then we say, here, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty. Oh, there she is. You can have your food. There you go. And that is the steps to how to feed a cat. But now it's time to make our writing piece. So we're going to go through each of the steps. We're going to draw the step first, and then we're going to write a sentence that matches each of the pictures. All right, writers, now we're ready to do the writing process. So the first part of the writing process is to think about the picture. What is it? To think about the picture. Then we draw the picture. So if you remember all the steps that I just went through to feed my cat, now we're going to turn those into a picture, into these boxes. So I'm thinking about each of the steps. So first, the first thing I did was I got out her cat food dish. So I'm going to draw a dish, and it stands on two little legs. So I'm just going to put two little legs on it, and it's open right here. So the first thing is get out the cat food dish. The next thing I had to do was take out her cat food. Remember, that was in a coffee can. So I'm going to put the dish right over here, and I'm going to draw a big coffee can. That's where we keep the kitty food. And I'm just going to draw a cat face on it to show us that, oh yeah, that's what's inside there is kitty food. The next thing, what happened after I took out the food? Yeah, I put the food in the dish. So we need our dish again. And remember, I had a special scoop that I scooped it out with. So I'm going to draw the cat food dish and my scoop. And I put the scoop in, and then I dumped the food into the cat food dish. Then the last thing was I said something to make sure she knew it was time to eat. Yeah, I said, here, kitty, kitty. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw her food dish and the kitty cat, because now she's coming to come and eat her food. And she's happy. We'll give her some whiskers. There she is. And now she can eat. Now we need to write our words that will match our picture. So part of the writing process is we need to think about what we want to say as writers first. And then usually it's a good idea to say it at least 5 times before we start writing so that we remember what we want to say. So the first thing, in order to teach someone, these pictures might not be enough. Our readers might need some words so that they know, oh, that's what I need to do. So that's why we're going to add the words now. So the first thing we had to do in this picture, it shows get a dish. Get a dish. Yeah, I think I'll write that. So I would say that 5 times. Get a dish, get a dish, get a dish, get a dish, get a dish. Now I won't forget what I was writing. Get. Remember, writers, good writers start their sentences with capitals. So I'm going to start with a capital. Get. Get. Oh, I hear a G. G. An E. T. Get. A. All I have to do is leave a finger space, and then I'll write the word a. Dish. Dish. I can tap this one out. D. I'm going to stretch it first. Dish. Let's tap it out. D. Ish. Dish. All right, I heard a D at the beginning. D. Ish. That's a digraph. When the S and the H get together, they make the sound. So get a dish. And we always, as good writers, end our sentence with a period or a form punctuation. Next, all right, so the next thing I did, we got to make sure that our pictures match the words that I'm going to write. So the next thing we did was take out the cat food. Take out the cat food. Yeah, that's what it shows right here. I took out the cat food. So take, start with a capital. Take, leave a finger space. Out. Ow. Take out the That is a sight word, so we can just remember how to spell that. Take out the cat. That's a good tap it out word. At cat. Take out the cat. Food. Food. F. Ooh. Anyone remember what two letters go together when we hear ooh? Our mouth does it too. Ooh, it makes an O. And whenever we hear ooh, we know it's two O's put together. So take out the cat. Food. Two O's. Food. That's a D at the end. All right, take out the cat food. Don't forget your period at the end. I'm going to use teacher writing underneath here just to show you how to spell take and out the right way. The rest of the words on here are all spelled correctly. Take is actually, there's a silent E at the end, so it's actually spelled like this. And out is actually spelled with a U in the middle. So take out the cat food. Then, what did we do then? I've got the cat food dish, or the cat food here. You know, I never even made the cat food. We got to put that there. All right. So the next thing we did was pour food in the dish. Pour food in the dish. That's my next sentence. So first, get a dish. Next, take out the cat food. Then pour food in the dish. So pour. Start with a capital letter to begin my sentence. Or, pour. Food. I spelled that right here. So instead of spending time sounding it out again, I could remember, oh, I already spelled that. So I could just spell it again down here now. It's the same word, so it's still going to be spelled the same. So pour food in the, those are two sight words. In, leave a finger space, the dish. Didn't I write dish somewhere already? Can you find it? Take a minute, see if you can find it. I'll give you a hint. It was in the first step. Where does it say dish? If you pointed right here, you're right. That's where it says dish. So do I need to spend any time trying to sound that out again? No, it's right here. So I'm going to copy that again. It's the same word, dish. And I end my sentence with a capital. Let me check and make sure my sentence is right. Pour food in the dish. The only teacher writing I'm going to add is just how to spell pour. Pour. Okay, the last step. That's the best part. You get to say, here, kitty, kitty. So that's what I'm going to write. So say, start with a capital. A. Say, here. E-er. Say, here, kitty. Okay. That's a K. E. Say, here, kitty. And if that says kitty, that means I just say that again. I spell the same thing. Kitty. Now this one, I'm going to add teacher writing underneath because there are some words that are very tricky to spell. There's some tricky ones in here. So we're going to write the whole thing. Say, the real way to spell here is like this. Say, here, kitty, kitty. You know what? I think I want to change my punctuation at the end of this sentence. I'm excited when I say here, kitty, kitty. So I'm going to put an exclamation point there. Say, here, kitty, kitty. Great. All right, writers. Now it is your turn. You are going to go and make a writing piece about how to feed a cat. But maybe you would prefer to make a how-to writing piece on how to feed a dog. Maybe you would prefer to make a how-to writing piece on how to feed a bird. Or maybe you have a tortoise at home. Or maybe you have a rabbit at home. Well, if someone wanted to learn how to feed your pet at home, I want you to write out those steps for them. Draw the picture and then write each step to teach your reader how to feed that animal. You will need a piece of paper. You will need your pencil, and you will need some crayons, colored pencils, or markers, and you can go get started. Don't forget, have an adult take a picture of your writing and send it to your teacher so that we can see the amazing writing work that you have been up to. All right, all you cool cats and kittens. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.